Hi, so again, my name is Coron Gordon, and Nick, you can bet I am trying to look straight into the camera. Tell me how I'm doing, okay? All right, fine. So I just wanted to talk today. This is supposed to be my rant, okay? I wanted to talk today about my video that was censored or deleted from YouTube. I'm still not even clear why, because the email I was sent said that it's for violating their community policy, or may have had violence or whatever in the video. Now, for those who've been following, know that I speak about herbs or supplements for the body. Okay, of course, I was livid. I made an appeal and they came back saying that they went over the appeal, but they still decided that it went against their community policy. The video violated their community policy. Now, the video in question, which is why I'm so upset, is my most popular video, and that video I did with a whole lot of home remedies and tinctures. I was showing the different bottles, the different ingredients, the different tinctures and supplement that persons could do at home or they could take now. My problem with this kind of a thing is, if the home remedies don't work and the herbal remedies don't work, why even pay attention to these videos? Why even delete them, since they're not a threat to you or what you're trying to do? All right, I am not clear whether or not it's the algorithm why they took the video down, deleted the video, or it is that someone made a report. I am kind of leaning to the second thing, because the channel is too small for YouTube to even pay attention to it. That's my thinking in terms of viewership and subscription. So it may have been somebody, some Zootopek, who reported the video and had it deleted or taken down. I've had a lot of problem for the last 2 weeks with social media, trying to promote one of my pages, the health page on Facebook. All the promotional ads been rejected, every single one of them. I've done a lot of Facebook promotion with my other pages. I've never had an issue, but I realized that for persons who are putting the word out there about herbal remedies, natural remedies, you know, it's really an uphill battle to climb. I said in my earlier video that I am trying to move my business over to Patreon, for those of you who are familiar with Patreon, since there is more a freedom of speech over there. Now, what I don't get, America claims to be the country where you have a freedom of speech, which from day one I thought was crap, okay? Because unless you can be politically correct, or unless your narrative is in line with whatever mainstream media wants, right, then you're ostracized in this country, your work get destroyed, you are discredited, and you are literally destroyed, right? Because nobody has the right to speak out or have a different view. Now, you know, one of the reasons I really absolutely am into the alternative medicine or lifestyle, and I'm not saying that I am a geek or anything like that, and I have some friends who are absolutely sticklers for these things, or classmates who are like just so absolutely brilliant. I went into this because of my health. Now, I do have some of my health reports. You can see is a what do you call it? I did a mammogram, I think it was 2017, and I did say in my video, I got into this from 2017 with everything that I was going through, okay? Now, in 2017, I had to do a mammogram, and I did that one in Jamaica, right? When I did the mammogram, I was told that there was calcification in my left breast, and I would have to have a mammogram examination every 6 months to look at it to make sure that if the lumps are coming together to form like a big lump, they may have to do some kind of a biopsy or further check. I was never one person to rush to the doctor because, doctors really scare me. Sorry. I have doctors that I love, mark you. But it really, for me, is nerve-wracking. So they saw the calcification. They told me I needed definitely to do the mammogram every 6 months. Fine. All right. So that was part of my health issue. Other than, of course, again, I think it was in 2017 I had the hysterectomy, right? So I had many issues that really concerned me. And as a believer, some things I prayed about, had others prayed for me. My question of all questions in 2017 was, why is it that God is not healing my body? With all the prayer, with all the fasting, with all the laying of hands, there was no healing. But for me, I appreciate it now because God was trying to teach me, because knowledge is power. And I've said before, if I went into a line and somebody lay hands and I lost the lump out of my breast, or I miraculously got healed, then I would go back to doing the same things that destroyed me in the first place, or, was making me sick. But when you have the knowledge, of course, you can steer away from doing, eating what is destroying you, because you are really what you eat at the end of the day. Now, I remember I was concerned with the whole calcification thing. Anybody would be. I said I had people around me dying, and who I think it was 2 or so persons just discovered they had a lump. I remember one person in particular, in 3 to 4 months, she was pretty much dead. Another person, but it was ovarian cancer, and within a year of learning, she passed. It was concerning me. I had my own issues. I started reading a lot because my question is, why is it that persons will live so long with cancer in their bodies, and the moment they find out that they have it and start being treated, they're dead in months? That is what had me questioning and searching for answers. And then I started finding a lot of information online. I realized that people were being cured of cancer, which by right you're not supposed to say in the United States of America, and no doctor can claim cure of a disease or they will lose their license. So they cannot work to cure, they have to work to make you come back. All right. There are other countries that use things that is not legal in the United States to use, not because these stuff do not work, but because of the way the system is here. This is my rant. Understand? Okay. All right. So I remember I was concerned. Then I took a year. I didn't do the mammogram within the 6 months. I didn't. I went back, I think it was 2018. And of course, when I did another mammogram, now, aside from calcification, and everything is on record. Once you go doctor, you're on record. Even when they tell you that you're doing your insurance and they're not doing no health check, whatever, once you put in your social security, if they're doing a certain level, what you call it, background check, everything about you is there. Your health history, everything. Don't be fooled. Whatever medication you're on, it is there, okay? Anyways, long story short, I did these tests, and my left breast had a large cyst. From the mammogram, my left breast had 5 cysts, including a large, what is considered complicated cyst. 3 millimeter, they told me, or centimeter, I don't even remember. Okay, it was large, it was big. I had my husband feel it and my son feel it, big enough. Okay, in the other breast, there was 4 cysts. I, of course, by this, because since the hysterectomy, I started, doing a lot of reading, and then I said, there has to be some place I can study this some more. This is how I came across the degree. I got enrolled in the degree, and I'm happy. I'm very happy. When of course, so I had my issues before I started the degree. I figured I could help myself doing this program. with all of what was already taking place in my body. When I went to one of my professors, explained, showed the mammogram, the report. She was not even concerned. She was not worried. She was like, calcification. You had three, you breastfed 3 babies. You will have calcium deposits in your breast. You just need some strong dose of vitamin C to break up the calcium deposits. That's what they told me in alternative medicine. Otherwise, if I was following allopathic or Western medicine, they would have been doing that mammogram every 6 months, looking to see if the lump came together, these lumps came together and formed a big lump, and then I would have to do some kind of a biopsy to see if it's cancer or cancerous or whatever, and the next thing, them cut off my husband 2 breasts them. Okay? Long story short, I started with the vitamin C. As pertaining to the cyst, I took the evening primrose. I still have my evening primrose over there. For 9 cysts, okay? 1 large and complicated. They needed to do a fine needle aspiration to see what was in that cyst. I did. I was kind of delaying the fine needle because I heard it was very painful. I didn't want to have to do it. Back and forth with making an appointment at the doctor. I was taking the evening primrose anyways. Because, yeah, I was taking the evening primrose. When I went back to Jamaica for the appointment to do the fine needle aspiration, and I went to do the mammogram before, besides I don't ever like mammogram, it is so painful, and there's a whole other story about mammograms and breast cancer, okay? Anyways, long story short, they don't think an ultrasound is good enough because the first time I did the test, they did the mammogram, then the doctor came to me and said, based on what we see, you will have to do an ultrasound for me to get a better look at what's happening with the breasts. And she explained. And I was like, well, since the mammogram couldn't show you enough and you had to do an ultrasound, why not just do the ultrasound instead of have people clamp down upon my breast? That is breast abuse in my world. Anyways, when I went back, my husband over there looked at me, come on, mad, of course. My titty them, almost lose them, could lose them, you know, without right knowledge. Anyway, long story short. So, I went back to do the, what you call it now, the mammogram. And when I went back there, and it's for reasons I just choose whenever something serious, I prefer to check it out in Jamaica, you know. And then we can work around it. Whether I consult with the doctors I know here in alternative medicine or whatever, learn about it more in my course of study so I can help myself. When I went back to do the mammogram, there was no calcification in the breast. None, okay? And, you know, thank God I'm not at the stage where it will cause any kind of controversy because they would have destroyed my records. There was absolutely no calcification in the breast. And the breasts were clean. There was no cyst. Not even one of these 9 cysts. 4 in one breast, 5 in one, and one was considered a complicated cyst, big old lump. Right? So, I have my own persuasion in alternative medicine. I am very persuaded. I'm not the only person. So many people have their own testimony. So many people with their own channel that talk to people about these things and what you can do and how you can eat healthy and how you can use nutrition to heal your body. You are what you eat. And a lot of us are eating our graves. When I started this course, I learned about this this video, a documentary, and I try to tell people all the time, watch it. Seeds of Death. When you see the food that we're eating, Seeds of Death, I think it's a documentary that everybody should watch. Of course, they try to say all manner of things and do all other videos claiming all sort of things about this documentary. But take a watch, take a listen, and you decide for yourself. But knowledge is power, okay? And we're perishing for a lack of knowledge. And all of these raising money for cancer and all of that, let me tell you, for people going to the moon and some of the things that I see us doing, don't tell me there is no cure for cancer. For ages now, with all the money that there is for it. Okay, don't tell me that. There are many people who work successfully with these things, but guess what happened to them? There is Dr. Sebi, who had his evidence when they brought him to court. He had many people who could testify that they were cured of diseases. Where is he now? We're all, for the last 5 years, there were so many holistic doctors just dying suspiciously. Who investigated that? No. So if it's not working, why are people who are practicing alternative means under pressure or are scared to openly practice, or they're denied licenses to practice in certain parts? I mean, here, why? You know, tell me why. There are things that other countries use successfully over the many years to treat cancer. Cuba is one of those countries. Israel is one of the countries. Germany is one. Even the mistletoe. Canada uses mistletoe to help in cancer therapy. Germany uses it too. It's not legal here in the United States of America. A lot of people go to Mexico. A lot of the doctors leave from here to go practice in Mexico. Why? Because they just are under pressure for doing their job. So all of this censorship of important information, people should have the right to choose how they want to take care of their health. They should have the right to choose. If you want to use Western medicine, and there are times when, of course, that, you know, when it comes to trauma, accident, gunshot, all of that, you have to, just the best means. But it doesn't mean that there is no other way. And it's not fair that other persons are censored, okay? Because your practice or your modality is not mainstream or not allowed to be mainstream, okay? And people should really start researching the history of alternative medicine, not just here in India, in China. Research the history of it, and the history of it, especially here in the United States. And how is it that alternative medicine got trampled on? Tell me, how is it got trampled on to the point that Western medicine is more widely practiced? You need to look at how that happened here and why that happened here. And then you will have a second opinion. And YouTube, please do not censor my videos. As a matter of fact, I am trying to move from YouTube because I am as mad as hell. I really am. Right? For a big company like that, a big old company, corporation like that, to be censoring. Will you have time for pay my video? Mine, I don't even have a lot of viewers or subscribers. Seriously? Stop censoring truth and leave people who have different opinions. You all claim this is a free country. You would think you're living in China, right? You would think you're living in China. And I can't wait for India or one of those other countries to come up with another channel, YouTube channel, so that we can take our truths over there without being censored. And there's no freedom of speech in this country. None. None whatsoever. Right? We don't have no freedom to speak. They don't like what you say. Facebook delete. Facebook put you in a jail. YouTube is the same thing. Where is the freedom of speech in America? Tell me. When a little stupid channel like mine can get, what you call it now, censored or my video deleted, whether somebody reported it, somebody idle enough to report it, or YouTube algorithm idle enough and don't have enough work to do. Stop censoring people and let people speak. People should have choice and people should have freedom. And same thing with the virus. People need to have freedom to choose how they want to prevent this virus that is creating havoc in this country, which shouldn't even happen. It don't make sense. Don't make no sense to people who have sense. Why is it? Answer me. The celebrities and everything, you think it's because they're in isolation? Why we don't see them dying from COVID? Why YouTube creator and all of these other famous big people, politicians? People just need to think. Who are the people dying? Tell me. Who are the people dying? So if you text me, I will send you back my video. I'm going to put it over Patreon, right? I have created a Patreon account for those who want to follow me and for those who want to learn. Now, there's a VIP segment for the Patreon, and for those persons who sign up for the VIP account with my channel on Patreon, you will be getting a tincture of the month. I'll have tinctures of the month, and you will get your tincture of the month shipped to you every month if you sign up as a VIP. So I'd love to encourage you to sign up with me on Patreon as a VIP member, and you will definitely have your tincture of the month shipped to you. People must have freedom. Freedom for talk, freedom for choose, right? And you see, monopoly is never good. None at all. And that is why some of these big old social media giants can behave the way they are behaving. And everybody cuss China. Only leave China alone. Because you guys here are doing the exact same thing as China with bridling people out in this big old United States of America. And while you're at it, only leave President alone.